It's fun to talk to you, hear everybody talking about all these wonderful things, but I'm from Hollywood, so I'd like to talk about me for a second. I am a huge hockey fan. You saw the photo up there. And like a real hockey fan, not like the people that sit, the celebrities you see, looking at you, Will Ferrell. Sitting down, by the glass, on the video board. They're at the Kings game, and they have their hat that they just bought at the store, and it's got the tag on it. And you're like, no. My hat that I think you saw in that picture was from 1995 when I moved to LA. I brought that with me because I am such a blues fan. And there was an online thing about people saying he couldn't have bought that hat in 1995. They didn't make that hat in 95. And I did. And I sweat in that thing, and it stunk, and it was gross. And we finally won the Stanley Cup in 2019, so it's because of that hat. That's the kind of hockey fan I am. But I will say more often in my life, I would sit in what the New Yorkers here would call the blue seats, because that's where the real fans are, up top. And those are my people, particularly the ones from my hometown of St. Louis, as you know, who root for my team, the St. Louis Blues. Thank you. That's one fan and one other fan. Bernie Federko, Mike Liu, Brian Sutter, these are my guys. My dad would actually pick me up. I would get picked up by him, and we would drive home past where he worked, which was downtown, for his trucking company. And if the Blues were in town, it would be on the marquee. And he would literally just pull off the highway, and we would go to the game. That's how it was. And I remember things like Doug Wickenheiser's game-winning goal in overtime to win the Monday Night Miracle in '86. I was allowed to stay up to watch it because it went into overtime. And I remember Hull and Oates, and I remember Al McInnes, Chopper. I remember Cujo, Keith Tkachuk, Big Walt, whose son scored a goal tonight for the Florida Panthers. Hooray. 2-1, second period, first intermission, I believe. But Prongs, all these guys, Chaser, good friends of mine of those amazing St. Louis Blues teams of the 90s. And then, of course, we got to play Gloria. Ryan O'Reilly, my boys, won in 2019. I got to hoist the cup underneath the St. Louis Arch in front of about 500,000 ecstatic St. Louisans, and that was pretty good. I am genuinely honored tonight to present to you my commissioner and my friend, the recipient of the 2023 Sports Business Journal Lifetime Achievement Award, Gary Bettman.